So headlight switch replacement, it's actually very super simple. If you take off the dash pad or the dash cover, it's not really a pad on a dash as you would think with a conventional dash. This whole piece comes off. It's very, very simple. It's just held in the back with 4 clips that basically go straight in. They just kind of slide in, and some screws in the front that are holding it up from underneath. So you just get these screws out. What I noticed was there's 2 here on the passenger, or I guess the center console, and then 2 here on the driver's side, another one here on the outside, and I couldn't even find any over there on the passenger side. I mean, there is a screw right there, so if that is screwed in, you just need to take that one out, and that looks like that's it. And you get those screws out, you pull the cover straight back, and you just got to pull on it hard. You just yank on it straight back, and then it comes off. Then you get to your headlight switch. Oh my gosh, look how much easier that is. You still have to get the knob off, and there's a little clip on there, and you push on it, and then the knob should slide off. Then you got this little nut. Screw it, unscrew it counterclockwise. You can either get a screwdriver in here and just bang it and go boom, 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 and push it around that way, or if you have some small enough needle nose pliers, they'll fit in here in the ends, and you can twist it off, and then it just comes right off, pulls in, replace the switch, and there you go. Alright, so after a lot of experimenting, well, not experimenting, but after a lot of research digging through the electrical shop manual, I finally figured out how the headlight switch is supposed to work. So this is what's supposed to happen. So you have some different pins on here, and they're all connected to the switch. So this is a rough idea of where they're at and the numbers. So number 1, that is the input for the headlight, and that is hot all the times, and it is fused by a circuit breaker. So I guess that's not a fuse, it's just got a circuit breaker. So number 1 is where the power comes in, and it connects to number 6 for on. Up here at the top, this is 9, and this is basically off. So when the headlight's all the way depressed, this should have continuity, and it does. So it's basically telling the headlights to close right now. So then when you pull it to the park position, it's got nothing because it stays where it's supposed to. So it just basically stays in the same position, in the down position. And then 6 is headlight on. Right now it's in park, so of course the headlight's not on. Put it into head, and there we go. I got continuity, and now my headlights are on. Depress it all the way, and that's what makes the headlight close on 9 to 1. For the parking lights get power from the orange wire, and so power comes in for the parking lights on number 5, and 5 is orange, and it is fused by the tail lights. So it's getting fused from the tail lights. That's actually got the diagram right here, how these guys are hooked up. So it comes in through the tail light fuse first, then the orange wire, then to the headlight switch. So the headlight switch comes in on 5, and it connects to 4, which is right there. So that's 4, all the way in, nothing. Put it in park, got lights. Put it in head, and lights as well. So that's working. The last one is number 2, and this is why I started this whole adventure, is trying to figure out the dimmer, because my lights, or my dash, is shutting off at night. So I've got to figure out if it's the dimmer switch or the light sensor on the dash. All the way off, got nothing, of course. On, got a tiny bit of resistance on there. Pull it all the way, same thing, onto head, and this is where the dimmer actually kicks in. So as you spin this clockwise, your resistance increases, so that will make your lights dim. put it back all the way counterclockwise and have almost zero resistance, about half an ohm there. So 600 milliohms. And that's how it works. So there you go. So that's all the pinouts. Number 3, it's not used for anything. There's no connection in the wiring harness, so I don't know why it's jumped like that. Must be for a different vehicle.